So, welcome to the next video. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. This is attempt number 5 at getting this video done. So, we're going to look at NVOS. And honestly, I am intrigued by this, given the setup. Can't tell I've already got my line set up. I really would prefer to build the lines in the video, but attempt number 5, I'm just going to let it roll. The main things that I'm looking at are entry and exit. And the reason why I have these lines here, we'll go with the line at about 1450, 60, 1470, somewhere that total range. That's a very strong line. Reason being, when I draw these horizontal lines, the reason I'm doing them is I'm looking for possible levels of resistance or support. And this is a very big level of resistance. Reason being, when we come all the way back here to January, it was solid support. Had this absurd gap up, came back down, it was support, and then it broke. When it did, it became resistance. We had a few false breakouts, but that was very strong resistance, and it took this move to break that. And now it's going to be resistance again. We know that. Looking at this, that's going to be a pretty big level of resistance. The next line, looking at 1840-ish, we've got some resistance signs in this line. So that's going to be my ultimate price target because there's a lot of gap in here. Just looking at the chart alone. It's been trading in this somewhat channel, like you could kind of call that a rising ascending wedge. It's not ascending very much, it's not wedging very much, but ultimately it is wedging, but really we could call it a channel. So we're in this channel. So on NVOS, the price target, what I would be looking at entry is somewhere around that 1390 level, because pre-market's going to come in, we're going to be looking in that 1390 level to take an entry. If we do, if it breaks 1460, if it breaks that really hard resistance line, I'm going to be looking for a pretty big push there. It'll probably make a pretty good move, and I will start scaling out. As soon as it gets up into that 1550 range, I will start scaling out. You're going to have more resistance at 1561, and then the channel break. Then I'm really going to start scaling out. What I could possibly see happen here is a break of the channel, come down, test that trend line as resistance, and then get a push. Ultimate price target is going to be 1838. That's where I would scale out 100% because I could see a pretty big dump after that. However, depending on what happens between here and then, depending on the setup and everything, and we can go over that more. We'll have a few days to get to that point. Whatever happens between now and then, we can tune in our plan to really get it nailed down and go from there. So ultimately, I do like this stock. I'll keep this one short and sweet. Hopefully it actually goes through. I'm tired of doing these. Hopefully I can get this one to go through and then get you a couple more tonight.